guys, and welcome to an impromptu stream. I was not planning this. I have so much going on, and I just took a few minutes for myself. And whenever I take a few minutes for myself, that means I'm watching a video. So this video popped up. I was like, oh my God, this looks interesting. And so I was like, let me watch it real quick. And then I was like, oh my God, I want to react to it. But then it was like, I don't have time. I have campaign work to do tonight. I've already got a video scheduled to be dropped to premiere tonight. But I was like, I gotta show this video because after tomorrow, after the debates, it's not gonna have the same effect. So let's do it. What we're gonna see here is Byron Donalds gets a phone call while he's in the middle of the barber shop talking shop with the men. Obviously it was all predetermined because they had cameras and everything. So but in any event, the concept of it is brilliant because this falls right before this election debate that's happening tomorrow night with Sleepy Joe. And so some of the men posed the question, do you believe that you're going to be treated fairly? No. And they had other questions, and I thought, wow, this is really great. Instead of going through the process of making a reaction video like this, I'm going to just go live. And so we are live, and I'm going to play this right now.
The administration.
Hello. Hey, Mr. President, how you doing? Well, I'm going to put you on speaker, but actually a great question just came up. We're talking about regulations and some of the things that can be done to alleviate the regulation burdens on a lot of businesses. But I'm going to put you on speakerphone for everybody to hear. Hold on a second. All right, everybody, you're on with the president.
Hello, Mr. President. Hey,
Mr.
President.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be with you. I hope I'm being well represented. I have a feeling I am. I know them very well, so I hope so.
No, you are, sir. But a question came up about regulations. And so what's your view of what we need to do with regulations when you come back into office?
Well, as you know, I cut taxes and regulations more than any other president. We had the biggest tax cut, bigger even than the Reagan tax cuts. And I also cut regulations far more than any other president. And they have put a lot of them back already. We will get them cut so fast. And it's very interesting when I went to business leaders and said, which was more important, these big tax cuts or these big regulation cuts? Almost every one of them said regulation cuts. And it made a big difference to their businesses, small businesses and big businesses. Great question.
Awesome. Anybody else got a question for the president?
I want to tell them that black folks will vote for him to get gas under $1.
All right, so Mr. President, the statement, I'm not going to call it a question, the statement is black folks are voting for you if you get gas under $1.
No, well, I'll tell you, I got it pretty close. We had it for a little while. We talk about $1.87, and now it's on its way up. As you see what's going on. I'm seeing $4. I'm seeing $4.50, depending on where you buy it. But we actually had it to $1.87, and we had it to $1.52 at one point. Different points. But we had the gasoline as low as it's been in a long time. So I don't know if I can guarantee $1, but we're going to get it as low as we can. And that's a big spur for the economy. The lower you get it, that's a big, big spur for the economy.
So I'm not going to interrupt too much, but man, I'm telling you, I filled up my tank yesterday. I drive a small car. I filled up my tank yesterday. It was $50. I was like, holy crap. $50 for a small tank that used to cost me about $18, $15, $16. I couldn't believe it. But in any event, that's just my problem, right? Y'all don't have that problem under Joe Biden. I'm the only one who has that problem under Joe Biden. But Trump is going to fix that once he get in. Man, I'm so excited for this conversation, even though I'm not going to talk too much. But anyway, let's get back to the men, the barbershop talk, right? Barbershop talk. That's where the magic happens. Trump knows that. Byron knows that. Ben Carson know that. All the men know that. That's how the black men do this thing. They do it in the barber shop. And Trump is calling in. Yes. Yes. Oh, we've got somebody. Hello, Kathy Fields. So glad the black community is waking up to the Democrats. Yes. Yes, Kathy. Yes. We are waking up. Black folks is waking up.
Hey, Mr. President, it's Wesley Hunt here. How you doing, sir?
Hi, Wesley.
I got a question for you. You've been talking a lot about no tax on tips. If you could kind of talk about that and what impact that would have, not just on the black community, but on everyone. I think it's a winner for all of us, and it's your idea. So if you could kind of talk about that, that'd be great, sir.
So about a month ago, I was at my building in Las Vegas having dinner with some big people, business people that were, planning some big developments and things. And the waitress came over and said, how you doing? And she said, oh, the government is after me all the time for my tax on tips. I said, really? They do that? He said, yeah, Biden just made the regulations much tougher. And it's very tough nowadays, tax on tips. And I said, how would you like to be no tax on tips? Because first of all, it's very hard, it's a very hard thing to control from the government standpoint. But the people are very unhappy about what's happening, especially the new regulations. And anyway, I just came up with the concept of no tax on tips. Let the people earn what they earn. And I'll tell you, it has been so popular, beyond anything. I've never seen anything like it. So we have no tax on tips. Vote for Trump, no tax on tips.
Before they go on, listen, guys, I worked for tips for many years. I worked the restaurant scene. I worked about 5 or 6 different restaurants. I lived on tips. Now, I made really, really great money on tips. The restaurant business, it is what it is. You can make a lot of money, and I did. But, to be taxed on that you had to report all that. You had to put your tips in every night, like all of that. Imagine where you don't have to do that, like where your money is your money. You don't have to, get taxed on that, because that's people that's, showing you favor and, gratitude for what you do. So like the barbershops, they get tips, restaurant workers, they get tips, hotel, all of these people are tip people, and these are lower income folks. So this is a great thing that the president has proposed to do. And who's going to benefit? Lower income people, a majority, black folks. Again, what's Trump doing for blacks? That's what he's doing for blacks. Hello, Andy. Good to hear from you. Good to see you. What does it say? Double fork, tongue forks on the left have. Thank you for the live feed, conservative poet. Many blessings from North Texas. Oh my God. Are you having issues with the illegals down there? We'll have to talk about that. But let's get back to the men.
Hey, Mr. President, we have Ben Carson's here with us.
Hey, Mr. President, how you doing?
Hi, Ben. I'm good, Ben.
What you said about the regulations is so important. At HUD, we were able to get rid of over 2,000 regulations.
Right.
It made it so much easier to get things done in general. But I just want to encourage you to continue to speak out, because the attacks on you have been absolutely ridiculous. And we're praying that God will give you the strength to bear it, because you're standing in there for all of us.
Well, the attacks have been unbelievable, what they say, and, they'll take a speech where I'll be out rallying, a perfect speech for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We have big crowds. We had over 100,000 people, 107 to be exact, in Wildwood, New Jersey. We had 25,000 in the South Bronx. We have 88,000 in South Carolina. We have tremendous crowds, and you'll make a perfect speech. And this lowlife Biden will take the speech, him and his people, and they'll cut sentences out, cut words out, cut sentences out. Oh, Trump, look, he didn't make a good speech. And I do them largely without teleprompter. I don't need a teleprompter. He can't read a teleprompter. But these people are nasty. They're really horrible people. They really are. It's a shame. It's a shame. I've campaigned a lot over years, not even, for myself, but in particular, I've campaigned against some pretty bad people for others. But there's never been anything like this. They make up things. Suckers and losers. which was never said. They know it. They make it up. They literally make it up. You saw it with the 51 intelligence agents where they said that they got this done, where they said that the Hunter laptop from hell was all Russian disinformation. And, you know, it's just a total made-up thing. These people, so you're right about that, Ben, when you say it. It really is a shame of shame. But the people understand it. We're leading in every poll, and we're leading every swing state. But and one just came out, I guess, Nate Silver, the New York Times, that we have close to a 66% chance of winning, which is a pretty good chance, I guess, when you think about it, right?
And Mr. President, you got.
So President Trump has been persecuted like no other president, and I'm so glad Dr. Ben Carson brought that up, and we need to pray for him. We need to keep him in prayer. You know, he has gone through so much and is going through so much. Like he said, he is in this for us. He is in the middle of this war, in the middle of this fight for us, we the people. You know, he doesn't need to do this, but he have to do it because this is what he was put here for. I believe that God put Trump here for a time as this. And so he needs prayer. He needs to be kept up in so many other ways. But prayer is the number one thing because, friends, we are fighting against demons, not just demon cracks, but literally we're fighting against demons.
Time for 2 more questions.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mr. President, Shelley Winter, how are you, sir?
How are you? Thank you very much.
I wanted to ask you, the debate is tomorrow. Do you think that you will get what many of my listeners are asking me? Do you think that you will get a fair shot from Jake Tapper and Dana Bash? Do you think you'll get fake Tapper? Right? Do you think
It was cutting out. Can you just repeat that question, please?
Do you
Do you
think
think
you're
you're going to get a fair shot from Jake Tapper and Dana Bash tomorrow night?
Well, I think it would be good for them if they did it. I think probably not. You know, it's very interesting. During the primary, CNN covered me, very, very tough, but they covered me all the time. And I won it very quickly. I won it in record time. And Byron knows that, and Ben knows that. They're all there. And Wesley was there. Wesley, good job on television this morning, by the way.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But they were all there. We won it in record. So now I'm making my speech to, accept everything and to acknowledge the victories and all. And CNN started off, and then they ended. Jay Tapper said, "All right, that's enough. We're not going to listen to him." So they cover the whole primary, but they don't cover my victory speech. So am I going to get a fair? Probably not. But it would be very good for CNN. They're having a lot of ratings problems. I think it would be very good for CNN, actually, in terms of its credibility. It'll be interesting to see.
Before he goes on, so this debate tomorrow night. So I was planning to live stream it. I have a debate party to go to, and I was planning on live streaming it. From what I understand, CNN is giving content creators an issue with doing it, like fair use, copyright issues, and so on. This thing should be free to everybody to be able to cover content creators, commentators. We all should be able to throw our 2 cents into this. But they are literally going to try to protect Joe Biden, as if, us giving our comments during this whole dog and pony show is going to be against democracy, right? So it is very, very treacherous that they might give us issues with trying to live stream and give our opinions right then and there to our audience. So yeah, President Trump is not going to get a fair shake. It's going to be beastly. We will be surprised if Joe Biden makes it through. They're going to pump him up with drugs. Somebody's going to be stringing him along. So it's going to be very interesting to watch. I really hope we can come together and live stream it because I really want to do it live and in effect. So we'll see. But yeah, President Trump's not going to get a fair shake with that dog and pony show tomorrow.
All right, last question, Mr. President, Coach.
Yes, Mr. President, how are we doing today, sir?
Hi, Coach.
All right, my question is, in the black community, it's been made a big deal about how you have been kind of railroaded here as far as your court cases go and everything.
Yeah.
And the support that you'll receive from the black community is kind of like a sympathetic kind of support, because it's understood that we've received similar, not even similar, but basically we've been railroaded since the day we came here. We felt that way, right? So if you can acknowledge that you are getting support from black people because of this, then we can kind of acknowledge that we have been getting railroaded. So my question is, what can you do about those Alvin Braggs on your side that have been doing such railroading from the time? What can we do about those Fonnie Willises and Alvin Braggs that are, you know, right now sending some poor black person to jail for some crime that they're doing?
Well, you know, it's an amazing thing when this happened.
Wow.
And as you saw, all the legal scholars say these are not cases. These are not cases that should be brought. It's just a terrible thing. It's weaponization. And it comes out of the White House, even when it's city and state, comes out of the White House in order to attack a political opponent. But since that happened, the black support, I think my representatives will tell you this, the black support has gone through the roof.
Yes, it has.
And I guess they equate it to problems that they've had. But since this has happened, like the mugshot is the best. It just beat Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra by a lot, by the way. Beat it by a lot. But that's the number one mugshot of all time. It's really an amazing thing. Since it happened, the support among the black community and the Hispanic community has skyrocketed. It's been amazing. Really been amazing. It's been actually very nice to see.
Mr. President,
You know, it's in one way you say, gee, isn't that too bad? But the truth is, it's really a lovely thing when I see that. We have great support now in the black community and in the Hispanic community.
That's true.
Great support.
I'm telling you, that mugshot of President Trump, who would have thought? They thought that they were giving him the hammer. Where's my hammer? They thought that they were, by the way, do y'all like my little hammer? I got it from the Dollar Tree. It's much better than my other hammer, right? My fake hammer. But yeah, they were giving him the hammer. That's what they thought they were doing with that Dog and Pony Show mugshot. Oh yeah, we're the first to get this mugshot of the president. But that mugshot, right, sealed the deal, because that is literally helping him with the black vote. Like, I mean, let's be honest, right? That mugshot is literally helping President Trump with the black vote. I mean, look at this setup. He's getting, and as you guys know, I'm a black conservative. And so before, I'd be afraid to wear my Trump gear. I'd be afraid to wear my black stuff, my Trump stuff, because I'd be afraid some black folks would attack me. But now black folks is bold, and, you know, we wear our stuff. We wear our hats. Now I dare them. I wear my Trump hat. And when I go to like Panera or different places, I on my laptop, I have Trump them, or I have Bidenflation stickers and things like that. So now we are emboldened to say, yeah, we're with Trump. We're with Trump. And so, yeah, that black vote, I would hope he gets more than like 20% of the black vote. My God, can you imagine 50% of the black votes? Man, that would be amazing. That would really clinch it, that the Democrat Party really has lost their grips on the black vote, right? So
I'll say before you leave, Mr. President, I'm a veteran, and we have several veterans here on the panel today. And of the group of people that I say support you the most, the black veterans tend to be with you. So we're with you, sir. If you want to talk a little bit about what you've done with the veterans.
Well, I just want to thank everybody. It was, you know, it was in fact. If we did it tomorrow, I'd be there. I'd be there despite tomorrow evening. It's going to be big. And they say maybe the biggest. Somebody said, this will be the highest rated show of all time. I said, don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. Hey, I'm not interested in listening to that. I actually said that to Byron. I'm not interested in hearing that. But I just want to thank everybody for being there. You have my support. You know, we did a tremendous amount. I wrote it down just a little while ago, knowing I was going to make this call. Achieved the lowest African-American unemployment rate, the lowest ever. We delivered the largest small business tax cuts ever. We lifted 6.6 million people out of the poverty, which is a record. Black Americans saw their largest increase in home ownership ever. We gave record funding for historically black colleges and universities. I actually got them taken care of. They were really in bad shape. And we passed it, and we did that. We passed historic criminal justice reform, which nobody else could get. And when I left office, we had almost no inflation, virtually no inflation, which is a killer in the black community and every other community, frankly. And it's just a killer. We had absolutely the best, most beautiful. We had very little inflation, and now the inflation is a disaster. It's killing the black community, and it's killing the country. Inflation. It's known as a country buster. So we did all those things, and nobody else came close. And we'll do them again, and we'll do them even better.
All right, Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you all. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Hope I see you all tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, actually, hold on.
He's with the administration.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
Mr. President Trump.
Mr. President, how you doing? Well, I'm going to put you on speaker, but actually a great question.
Oh boy, how fun was that, guys? That was super great. I saw it. I got so excited. I was like, I want to jump on and do this right now, and I'm glad I did. I'm excited for the debates tomorrow. I don't know how you're going to watch it, but I really am going to try to live stream it. Hopefully that'll work out and I don't get in trouble with ScrewTube, as my friend Jeff from Paint the Chumps like to say. It's ScrewTube, because they like to shut us up, us conservatives. They don't want they want to pretend that Joe Biden is doing okay. And if you make fun of him, if you poke at the truth, if you say he's a walking it's a dead body, walking dead body. That's exactly what he is. And somebody's pulling his strings, and they're going to pump him up with drugs and all kinds of stuff to get him through the night. And Trump is going to be punching, boom, 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 knocking out. And old Biden's going to be like, yo, somebody get me off the stage. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for coming by. God bless you and keep you. I'm going to see you in another video or tomorrow night. Hopefully tomorrow night. Let's do it. God bless.